Hello, welcome, beautiful love light. I'm Jamie. I'm a certified Reiki master, self-proclaimed spiritual maestro. I view myself as a conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all the time. And I'm also the founder and creator of my business and this channel, which is called Heart Rhythm Healing. Welcome to this space. If this is your first time, hi. I'm coming in here just to share what I'm learning as I'm learning it. And then we'll kind of grow and expand from there and share things that, again, as I'm learning them about the Mayan Galactic Calendar and the Mayan kind of like ways of thinking about and processing time in their way of thinking and showing up and understanding time is not that time is money, but actually that time is art. And we are co-creators with the flow of the time-space dimension that really truly is less constrictive than what people want us to believe right here, right now. I see someone here. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you want to put in the chat that you're here, I'd appreciate it. So we are sharing today about the Mayan Galactic Calendar. We are today, if you saw the title of the video, it's a Red Crystal Skywalker day. So I'm really going to break down what that kind of means from the calendar perspective. But before we do that, I want to go top level and break it down. So we are in the red self-existing moon year within the Mayan Galactic Calendar. And that year starts July 26th, 2022, and it wraps up July 25th of 2023. And then we're also in a 28-day lunar cycle, the tone 6 moon, the rhythmic moon of equality. Hey, Brenda. Oh, that's awesome. Time is art. I totally agree with that. Thank you. Welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. I'm learning. So I'm really not an expert. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm learning. So if there are things that you know, I would love for you to share your knowledge because as you know, we learn from one another. We are all students and teachers. And so I'm learning and I just was really inspired to come in this space. Awesome. I'm learning too. And just share what I was learning while I was learning it. So just a little background really quick, Brenda, so that you can get to know me just a little bit better. Like I had old me really was locked in the idea of I can't share, I have to know everything before I can talk about it. And where I'm at right now is really being why? Why can't I share what I'm learning while I'm learning it? It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not know everything. So, but I'm interested in this. And so this is just a way to sort of bring people into my learning experience. So again, we're in the rhythmic moon of equality. That's the 28-day lunar cycle. And then each 28-day cycle has 13-day wave spells that we flow through, and it breaks down each of the tones of creation. Again, all from the Mayan Galactic Calendar. I've been reading books. I'm reading The Mayan Factor. I just got the Mayan Oracle, which was, I thought, a book, but it also includes cards. So I'm really excited to dig into those as well. And so we are in the White Wind wave spell. Awesome. I love acupuncture. Such a great healing modality. That's super cool, Brenda. Yeah, I was so thank you for saying that because I do want to mention all of the tools and resources that I've been utilizing. So I first learned about the Galactic Calendar from another YouTuber. Her name is Cassia, and her channel is Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. She's awesome. So I definitely recommend checking her out if that sounds like something that you might be interested in. And then this calendar I got from 13moon.com. So if you want to go there and order a calendar, you don't have to though. I'm going to be going through it and I'll share the pictures and stuff. And then also there's another online resource called the astrodreamadvisor.com. And I read through each wave spell. They break down into the 13 days and they offer more in-depth breakdowns of each tone and tribe. And then they have a question that we can all sort of sit with and unpack for that particular day, which I think is really cool. So the code keys that go along with the year of the red self-existing moon are define, measure, and form. Those are the tone code keys. And then the Red Moon Tribe code keys are purifies, universal water, and flow. So the vibration of those words and ideas are the thread that flows through this entire red self-existing moon year. And so again, I'm going to say those: define, measure, form, purifies, universal water, and flow. And what I love about the fact that the red moon incorporates universal water and flow is we are moving through a time period when the consciousness and energetics of the divine feminine are really flooding our consciousness and planet and the vibration to meet up with the sacred masculine that has been really like overpowering society and culture for a really long time. So it's just this really cool like reminder that that universal flow and water are like rising, flooding up to meet the sacred masculine, so that they can. It's not so that the divine feminine can have power over the sacred masculine. That is not what's happening. It's flooding and flowing up to meet the sacred masculine, to create this divine sacred union between those two energetic consciousnesses. So this isn't about male and female. This is sacred masculine energetics and divine feminine energetics really flowing to work together to really like improve creation and like the manifestation of the world that if you're in the flow I'm in, we want to create this new earth, so to speak. All right, so that was the red self-existing moon, the 28-day lunation cycle that we're in, this rhythmic moon of equality. Those code keys are organize, balance, and equality. And so throughout this 28-day cycle, which started December 13th and wraps up in just a few days on Monday, January 9th, those are the code keys that are flowing through these days: organize, balance, and equality. And again, like it's super cool that like flowing from 2022 into 2023, there's this very supportive energetics of finding that balance within your life, and also like maybe becoming better organized, or finding an organization, like a way to organize that works and supports you. I think that there's this idea that there's only one way to be organized, and I don't agree with that. I think that there are supportive ways for each one of us to find our own kind of organic organization. Oh, Brenda, that's fine. I appreciate you being here at all. So thank you. Whatever time you have is perfect. It's perfect. No worries. I just appreciate you being here. And if this is something that you're interested in continuing to kind of journey through with me, don't forget to subscribe. Or if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, because that helps me get exposure. I think I have 10. I shouldn't say that. I'm so excited. I have 10 followers. Like that's just really, I have double digits. I'm so excited about that, because you got to start somewhere. So I'm starting at ground zero. So I just appreciate you being here. So thank you for that. But yeah, thank you for also saying that you're going to be popping in and out. I get it. We all have busy lives and we're all seeking to organize it, right? And stay in the space where it's supportive for what our needs are at the time, right? And then we also are flowing out of this white wind wave spell that started on December 26th. So that was a Monday. And then it's going to wrap tomorrow, Saturday, January 7th. And those code keys for that 13-day cycle are communicate, spirit, and breath. And I'm consistently working toward improving my meditation practice. It's kind of on again, off again, but I've really like committed to daily breath work, which kind of is what meditation is, in my opinion. Meditation is truly about taking conscious control of your breath and staying focused on your breath to really allow your parasympathetic nervous system to reset. So that's what meditation is in my mind. And this idea of breath and breathing is just so soothing to me. And that's really what spirit is. Spirit is breath. Oh, cool. Thanks. That means a lot that you subbed on the first video. That's awesome, Brenda. Thank you so much. Hey, do you know your galactic signature by chance? Is that something you're interested in? Because I can get you, if you go, I'm pretty sure if you go to astrodreamadvisor.com or 13moon.com, they both have calculators if you want to know your own galactic signature. I'm a white spectral wizard, so I'm learning what that means. Okay, and today is what we're going to break down, this Red Crystal Skywalker, which is why you're here, Brenda, right? That really resonated with you. So let's dive into the Red Crystal Skywalker. So I'm going to read. It is tribe number 13, lucky number 13. The code key that goes along with the east direction that the red tribe is associated with is initiates. So today, something energetically, unconsciously or consciously, something is initiating within your energetic cycle. And I guess I would really encourage you to make it conscious, like choose something to initiate over the next 4 days. What is something in the course of the next like little flow from Red Skywalker to White Wizard to Yellow Warrior to Blue Eagle to initiate, refine, transform, and ripen, to kind of go through that spiral, because today we're initiating it. The code keys for Red Skywalker are explores, space, and wakefulness. So the quote is from Valum Votan. Quote, the Skywalker is the human taking flight in the imagination. I definitely love that. I'm all about imagination. All right. Red Skywalker is an ambassador of wakefulness, an explorer of dimensions within and without, a time-space traveler, a messenger of prophecy. The Skywalker glyph symbol shows empty pillars connecting heaven and earth. Okay, so I'm going to show that. This is the, bear with me here. This is the Red Skywalker glyph. So those are pillars. Let's see that again. They are connecting heaven and earth, right? Coming down from above and up from below. What gives a vessel its usefulness is the space within it. Standing as vigilant, clear channels, rooted yet fluid, we are conduits full of expansive emptiness. The Skywalker vibration invites us to transcend old paradigms, and a paradigm is just like a way of thinking and believing, conditionings and ceilings of limitation. Participate in the evolution of consciousness by pioneering new perceptual avenues and trailblazing new lifestyles. Connect heaven and earth by unifying intention with action. Bring star wisdom to the planetary whole. Skywalker advises, spiral into the depths of your inner resources. So dive into your heart space. Use every opportunity to observe and discover things about you. This is an opportunity and an invitation to really learn about you and get to know yourself. So again, I'm going to say, spiral into the depths of your inner resources. Really connect with those resources that exist in you, your own innate wisdom, that little voice that is seeking to speak to you, that is you, that wants to guide you to become your highest expression of self. Honor the energy of space and its power to influence our consciousness. Explore your capacity to continually reinvent yourself. I tell my kids that every day. Every day it's a brand new day. You get to, it's like a blank canvas. You get to create whatever you choose to. With deep roots into the earth and broad antennas into the sky, receive the medicine your soul needs to endure life's transitions and discover trust in the unknown. The counterbalancing energy of the Skywalker tribe is blue night, which embodies the power of dream. Let us be wakeful to the living dream as an outer reflection of our inner reality. How we are dreaming up our lives through every perception and response directly affects how we are exploring. So again, Red Skywalker, the code keys are explores, space, and wakefulness. All right, pretty cool. So now we're going to read about the 12th tone, the crystal tone of creation. Those code keys are dedicate, universalize, and cooperation. Those three. 12 represents the maximum evolution of form. It's attainment of complete complexity. That's from 28 meditations on the law of time. Having dissolved rigidity in tone 11, the crystal tone presents a higher order of coordination, offering complex stability, creative cohesion, and comprehensive vision. Here we perceive the coherency of the whole as a composition of related parts, honoring the elaborate inner workings of life as a mandalic synthesis. Crystal tone asks us to universalize, to translate our knowledge and insights that they may be universally applicable, relevant, and shareable with all, assisting the elevation of the common good. Tone 12 affirms that we ourselves embody the highest qualities of internal and social architecture. Like a crystal with its unique facets that contribute to the totality of its beauty, so Tone 12 reminds us to honor and celebrate the diverse features and contributions of individuals, which constitute the power of a strong, interdependent community. Tone 12 offers the recognition that in a healthy, whole system, the needs of the individual are met by the collective, and in return, the individual feeds the aspirations of the collective. Ooh, we really need to understand that, don't we? Shoot, I just lost my place. Doo-doo-doo. May we strive to collaborate with one another, combining our gifts and enhancing our efforts, while remaining clear and lucid in the grace of our autonomy. Every 13 days around the world, groups of natural time trackers meet regularly on crystal days to share their accounts of completed adventures and to determine new adventures to undertake. These gatherings, known as round tables, are courts of the kin, are specifically held on crystal days because Tone 12 models cooperation. These circles exhibit the cohering power of acknowledging all participants as carrying equal right and responsibility, while organized around a central unifying focus. All are universally welcomed to contribute their personal energy in dedication to the constructive functioning of the whole. Crystal declares, every being has a place in the formation. Our individual efforts of perseverance and commitment are invaluable. As we work in concert with one another, a powerful synergy emerges, a crystalline configuration which equals more than the sum of its parts. May we each experience ourselves as integral components of a network of divine creativity. Every individual is a detail of the whole pattern. That's a quote from Samuel Beast. So that's the tone and tribe of today, the Red Crystal Skywalker, this idea of space and cooperation. And I forgot to read our daily affirmation, so we're going to do that right now. So this is the daily affirmation for the Red Crystal Skywalker. I dedicate in order to explore, universalizing wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by life force. So that is our affirmation of the day and our question of the day, and a little deeper dive into Red Skywalker. Day 12. How can I utilize my relationships to explore and expand any of my self-limiting constructs? And how do I inspire cooperation? All right, I'm going to ask those again. Just things for us to kind of just tuck inside and maybe ruminate on a little bit, right? Like, how can I utilize my relationships to explore and expand any of my self-limiting constructs? And I think the idea behind that is really like the relationships that we have with people, they really are sort of like a mirror of things that are going on inside of ourselves, even if we don't really want to admit that. And it's not necessarily like you're like reflecting back to you like things that you like if you're being mistreated by somebody, like it doesn't necessarily mean that you're the type of person to mistreat. It's just an invitation and an opportunity to dive in to learn about yourself of like, okay, first of all, like if they are mistreating you, why are you allowing that? What can you do to sort of, erect and establish stronger boundaries? Are there resources that you can reach out to like offer assistance or guidance to help you in that kind of flow, right? Like all those things. And then how do I inspire cooperation? So again, like especially if this relationship is like, it really means something to you, right? Like I'm a firm believer in people can change, but that person has to want, like you can't, like you can want someone to change until you're blue in the face. Until they decide and choose or want to change, nothing's going to happen, right? So it's that desire. And if that desire is there, yeah, continue to like work with that person. But if they're really committed to being who they are and they have no evidence, or you really don't know that yeah, like I want them to change, but I just really don't know that they think that there's anything wrong. That's, I would encourage you to just look for resources to really like help you to unpack that, right? So, because we all need help. We all need each other to help us kind of navigate. Sometimes we are too close to a situation to be able to really get a good vision on what's going on. So we can have that mirror, that relationship to mirror back to us certain things. But if we are unwilling to see them within us, then honestly, it's almost like that mirror is a blind spot still, right? And we just constantly butt up against it and think that it's the other person, when in reality, it's something within us that we need to unpack and explore, because everything in life is for our own individual benefit. But again, within that, we're also working to collaborate and operate coherently, cohesively as a whole, right? That collective is also important. But the lessons start from within. Like we have to be willing to kind of look at our own dark, shadowy places and spaces and shine the light and come to a place of like love and acceptance and maybe even forgiveness of ourselves for those things, and give them a seat at the table. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of it? What's that lesson for you? Unpack that, sit with it. And it's uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. But it's worthwhile. It's worth doing. All right. Angelic messenger, courage, new directions, mysterious journey, explorer, fluid reference points, pillars of heaven, compassion. Red Skywalker represents balance in your life. Not static balance, but a dynamic equilibrium that includes both your present expression and your star-seeded self. In Red Skywalker's starglyph, you see that the pillars of heaven don't appear to touch the earth. You are the element that appears to be missing in the starglyph. You are the one whose expression of the light assists in drawing the pillars of heaven to earth. Joining these pillars in yourself can be viewed as reuniting your male and female aspects. Together, in balance, we create the pillars of the etheric temples of heaven on earth. Harmonic wisdom for Red Skywalker is balance. the movements of parts in pleasing relationship or harmony with one another. Balance in Red Skywalker is experienced as a dynamic equilibrium. It is both a sense and an attitude. The natural state of every system moves towards balance that is fluid and free as in a dance. That balance is experienced differently by each person, but it often brings a sense of steadiness or centeredness, even in the midst of movement and change. When you are dancing, you can use your very state of imbalance to create the fluidity of the dance. I love that. When you are dancing, you can use your very state of imbalance to create the fluidity of the dance. So when you find yourself off balance, maybe begin to visualize or imagine, because I do love that imagination, that you're just in a dance and you can use that like off balance movement to like fluidly move you back into balance and keep that, fluid equilibrium. And if that's, something that on an energetic level, you kind of feel like you're wanting guidance and assistance in that, I want to invite you to my online sacred medicine space at theharmonic.us. That is my own unique group. It has been flooded and filled with high vibrational, very intentional healing life force energy. And then there's also another space within that space where it's called the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, where I send the healing life force energy of Reiki to and through each one of the people that are in that container every single day. And then I come into that space live to do I call it a Reiki bath, where we really like steep in the energetics that exist all around us all the time for our benefit and healing on Tune In Tuesday is what I call it. And then also in the harmonic.us, I do Monday meditative morning. I also sometimes share messages, one of which I will share today. Later on today, I'm going to sit under the energy of the beautiful full wolf moon in Cancer that is beaming and reflecting to our planet right now. I am also a Cancer, so the moon is our ruling celestial body. So this full wolf moon is just nestled in her home zodiac sign of Cancer, which is this very like nurturing, nourishing mama bear energy. And so I definitely feel like aligned right now with the energetics of the full moon. I love the moon. So I'm going to sit in that energy, and I put out little moon messages. So I do full moon messages and new moon messages within that space. So I share that. I also share them on Instagram, and I'm at Heart Rhythm Healing on Instagram. So there's a couple different ways to connect with me. Obviously here, if you're getting value from these, I would love it if you would hit that thumbs up button. It helps me to get exposure with others. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified when I go live. And yeah, if you get value from this and you know other like-minded people that might be interested, please share it with others. I would be really grateful for that. But honestly, I'm just grateful that you're here. Time is truly the most precious gift that we can offer to one another, because that's something that we just can't ever get back. Time is art. It is this fluid movement, but it is also consistently flowing forward and not backward. So we are in that flow moving forward, and we don't flow backward. So again, I just so appreciate you and your time, that gift of time. And I hope that you also, if you're still here, that you are grateful for the time that I'm sharing and the information that I'm sharing. And I'm very blessed that we're all here in this place and space at this just amazeballs time in history. It's quite unique, I feel like. Of course, I'm sure everybody has felt that way in their lifetime. So I think that's everything. Anyway, I really appreciate you being here. I will pop back on the next time I feel inspired and guided to be here. Again, I'm hopeful that at some point it will be pretty consistent. But life is life, and I'm in the flow of it. And I want all of y'all to do the same. So I thank you for being here. I'm very appreciative of you. I love you. And until we meet again, beautiful love light, go shine.